What if the very thing others envy about you is something they could never handle? You carry the weight of being chosen, a path few understand but many covet. They see your strength and your blessings, yet remain blind to the trials you silently endure. Their jealousy stems from what they think you possess, but they could never survive the challenges woven into your journey. This is the price of your resilience. People are drawn to the shine you radiate, captivated by the outward signs of your success, resilience, and charisma. They see you standing strong, unfazed by obstacles, and thriving where others falter. What they don't see, what they refuse to see, are the storms you've weathered, the battles fought in silence, and the weight of the responsibility you carry daily. They are mesmerized by the glow of your victories, but blind to the struggle that forged your strength. Their attraction is surface level, shallow, and rooted in a misunderstanding of what it truly takes to walk in your shoes. These people are not driven by admiration, but by envy, by a need to compete, to prove themselves equal to or greater than you. They covet what they perceive as the ease of your life, the blessings you seem to receive effortlessly. But they don't understand that what they see is only the tip of the iceberg. The depths below, the countless sacrifices, sleepless nights, and unrelenting pressure are invisible to them. They mistake the shine for the whole, unaware that your light is born from the fires you've endured, not from anything handed to you without effort. Their motives are misguided. They don't seek to appreciate your journey or understand the trials that have shaped you. Instead, they want to take from you, to possess the outward symbols of your success without grasping the cost. They want to compete, to outshine you in a race they don't even understand. Their envy fuels their desire, but it also blinds them to the reality that what you have is not something that can be taken or replicated. It is something earned, deeply personal, and rooted in your unique struggles and triumphs. The irony is that they only see what they want to see. They see the success but not the effort. They see the strength but not the wounds. They see the blessings but not the burdens. Their understanding is fractured, limited by their own desires, and they remain oblivious to the whole picture. They covet the results of your hard work, but they could never handle the journey it took to get there. What they envy is merely the surface, and they remain forever ignorant of the depth, the resilience, and the fortitude that lies beneath. You are more than what they perceive, and their desire to have what you possess only highlights their own blindness to the truth. You are being forged in fires unseen, shaped by challenges that would break others. While the world sees only the strength you project, it cannot fathom the pressure that forms that strength. You face trials that aren't just difficult, they are relentless, calculated to test the very core of who you are. The burden you bear is not meant to be understood by the crowd. It is reserved for you alone, a mantle that cannot be shared or carried by those unchosen. Your challenges are unique, tailored to your purpose. Where others face a gust of wind, you endure storms that threaten to rip everything apart. You've been tested with betrayal, with the sting of abandonment, and the agony of being misunderstood. You've stood firm through waves of opposition that would drown lesser wills. These are not simple obstacles. They are crucibles, designed to refine you, to strip away anything that isn't unbreakable. The isolation you experience is not without purpose. It sets you apart, fortifying you against any external force that would seek to diminish what you are meant to achieve. What others call suffering, you know as transformation. Pain is not just an adversary, it is the chisel that carves out your resilience. Hardship is not a punishment, it is the grinding stone that hones your edges, making you sharp, precise, and prepared. While others crumble under setbacks, you rise. You're not merely surviving, you're being sharpened, refined, and polished by adversity. Every scar, every wound is a mark of survival, a testament that you faced what should have destroyed you and emerged stronger. This is the path of endurance, not a path meant for the faint of heart. They see your calm exterior and think your life is smooth, but they don't know the sleepless nights, the mental battles, or the weight of decisions that could crush ordinary minds. You are trained to bear burdens they cannot even grasp, to withstand tempests that they will never encounter. The challenges you face are not to weaken you. They are preparing you for a purpose far greater than anything others can comprehend. Each obstacle you conquer is a sign that you are being equipped, built up to withstand what no one else can. These trials are not just about survival, they are about transformation. They are sculpting you into a force that cannot be bent or broken. What would shatter others becomes your strength. You are being trained, shaped, and fortified for a calling that requires more than mere endurance. It requires unyielding resilience and unmatched power. You're not like the others, and because of this, your trials will never be like theirs. All right, Chosen One, let's get straight to it. This isn't for the weak, the ones looking for shortcuts, or the ones who think they can walk in your shoes without facing what you've been through. The Obsidian Inner Order isn't some spiritual playground for those who want the glory without the grit. This is where true warriors gather, those who know that suffering isn't a curse, but a forge. Pain is what sharpens you. Adversity is what shapes you. And only you, the ones called for more, can withstand the heat and keep rising. If you're not ready to be transformed by the fire, then this isn't for you. In the Inner Order, we don't flinch from the trials that would break ordinary people. We see them for what they are, stepping stones to greatness. This is where God's chosen are fortified. The battles you face, the sleepless nights, the decisions that carry more weight than most could handle. That's what separates you from the crowd. You're not here to survive. You're here to be transformed, to be prepared for a purpose greater than anything the average person could imagine. They want what you have, but they have no idea what it takes to stand where you stand. Many wouldn't survive a fraction of what you're being trained for. With over 300 members and counting, the Obsidian Inner Order, powered by Astral Atom, is the #1 Ascension Nexus for those who are truly ready. We're not about giving you easy answers or hollow promises. We're about equipping you with the unshakable power that only comes from facing your trials head-on. You'll get access to exclusive, uncensored teachings, preview chapters of the Modern Manifestation Mechanics Grimoire, and a community of elite chosen ones who understand what it means to be refined through the fire. There are only a few slots left in the Star Chamber, and let me tell you, not everyone is cut out for this. But if you are, if you've got the guts to rise, this is your time. Link to Patreon is in the description. Those who envy your position see only the glimmer of what you have achieved. They are drawn to the success you project, the power you wield, but they are blind to the immense personal cost behind it. What they covet is not your reality. It is a shadow of their own desires, warped by their failure to see the sacrifice that has carved out your strength. They believe they want your triumphs, yet they cannot fathom the price you've paid. To them, your resilience seems effortless, but they cannot see the countless battles you have fought, the sleepless nights, the weight of decisions that would crush those unprepared. Their misstep lies in their blindness to this cost. Coveting a position they are not equipped to handle, they stumble towards self-sabotage. When they grasp for what you've earned, they do so without the training, without the scars, without the resilience forged through fire. They want the reward, but they are ill-prepared for the burden. In their rush to attain, they collide with the reality that what they seek demands a depth of strength and sacrifice they have never known. Misalignment with purpose leads to their unraveling. They reach for power without understanding its responsibility, and in doing so they create chaos in their own lives. This is the folly of envy. It blinds them to their own path, suffocating their potential to grow where they are meant to thrive. Instead of nurturing their own talents, they fixate on your success, convinced that your path is the one they should walk. In doing so, they forsake their own purpose, ignoring the unique gifts within them. Their eyes are set on what is not theirs to claim, and they miss the blessings that could have been theirs had they walked their own path with integrity. Envy distorts their vision, turning potential into ruin. Spiritually, envy is a chain that binds them to frustration and failure. It blocks their ability to see that they have their own destiny, their own trials meant to shape them. Their obsession with what they do not possess leaves them bitter, tangled in a futile pursuit of something they were never designed to carry. In envying your strength, they forfeit their own. They chase what is not theirs, only to find that it brings nothing but emptiness. Meanwhile, you continue forward, grounded in your purpose, carrying the weight they could never bear. This is the lesson they fail to learn, that coveting another's position blinds them to the greatness within themselves. You have been forged in the crucible of hardship, where every trial and every struggle was not a mere obstacle, but a necessary fire refining your soul. The pain you've endured was not random, it was deliberate, shaping you, honing you into something far more powerful than you once were. Each challenge you faced was like a hammer striking steel, tempering you, making you stronger than you ever imagined. The tears, the losses, the betrayals were all instruments in the hands of a greater force, molding you into the unbreakable presence you now embody. What the world fails to see is the internal fortitude that has developed within you. Outsiders may see glimpses of your resilience, but they do not understand its depth. They don't know the battles fought in silence, the weight of burdens carried alone. They cannot fathom the strength it takes to stand firm when every force around you seems bent on your destruction. While others would have crumbled, you endured. You bore the weight of your trials with a grace and tenacity that defies explanation. It is not just that you survived, it's that you thrived, transformed by the very fires that were meant to destroy you. Your strength is not something that can be measured by those who lack the vision to see beyond the surface. To them you appear unwavering, as if untouched by adversity, but that perception is their blindness. They fail to grasp that your power is not rooted in a lack of hardship, but in your ability to rise from it, over and over again. Your resolve, your unyielding spirit, is a force they can neither comprehend nor possess, because they were never meant to endure what you have endured. They could not carry your burdens and still stand. You are uniquely chosen. This path of trials was never meant for anyone else. It was carved specifically for you, and only you could have walked it. The strength you now possess is a rare gift, granted through suffering that would have crushed those less prepared. Others may envy your position, but they would never survive the fires that created you. They see the result, but they could never bear the process. It is your calling, your responsibility and your privilege to walk this path, to emerge stronger from every battle, to become the embodiment of power forged through pain. Not everyone is meant to follow the path you walk. Your journey, marked by trials, victories, and moments of intense transformation, is tailored specifically to you. Others may look at what you've achieved and, blinded by envy, attempt to replicate your steps. They see the outward glow of your strength but cannot comprehend the storms that shaped it. They are drawn to your success without understanding that it was born from a crucible that only you were destined to endure. Those who try to imitate you do so at their peril, because your path forged in fire would incinerate anyone who lacks the preparation you've undergone. You must protect the sanctity of your space. As you rise, there will be those who seek to attach themselves to your journey, hoping to benefit from your growth without having paid the price for it. Set firm boundaries. Your progress is sacred, and not everyone is entitled to be near it. Just as you wouldn't plant a fragile seed in harsh soil, you cannot allow people who don't belong in your environment to disrupt the space where your growth flourishes. Letting them in would be like exposing a fresh wound to salt. They would hinder, not help your process. Guard your energy, your peace, and your focus with the same intensity that you protect your physical well-being. Not everyone deserves a second chance to walk beside you. There are those who, in the past, misunderstood your path or even tried to derail you. They may resurface, claiming newfound insight, but be wary. Those who fail to understand your calling the first time will likely fail again. Some people are not meant to travel with you. When they couldn't grasp the depth of your journey before, it is unlikely they will suddenly appreciate it now. Allowing them back into your life is an invitation for the same chaos and misunderstanding you worked so hard to overcome. You've been molded in ways others can't understand, and your trajectory is not up for negotiation. You have outgrown many situations and many people, and that is not something to apologize for. Your path requires focus, and anyone who disrupts that focus should be left behind. Protect what you have built. Guard against those who seek to mimic without the depth, and never allow the weight of another's misunderstanding to pull you down. This is your path alone, and only you can carry it forward. Divine protection has always been at work in your life, guiding you and placing an invisible shield around you, even when you couldn't see it. Every step you've taken has been watched over, not by chance but by design. The moments when you've been pulled away from those who sought to harm you were not accidents. They were acts of spiritual guardianship. Forces greater than yourself have intervened to ensure that you remain aligned with your purpose, protecting you from the wrong people and wrong paths that could have derailed your growth. You have been shielded, not because you asked for it, but because you are chosen, and the path you walk cannot be interrupted by those who carry ill intent. There have been times when intentions that once seemed kind and well-meaning were later exposed as hollow or even malicious. This unveiling wasn't random. It was divine protection pulling back the veil so that you could see the truth. When someone's words didn't match their actions, when promises were broken before your eyes, it wasn't simply life's misfortune. It was a force at work, revealing to you who did not deserve access to your world. Each betrayal, each revelation was a blessing in disguise, a moment of clarity meant to clear your path of those who sought to bind you with their falsehoods. You were never left to wander blindly. The truth was always brought to light so you could walk forward unencumbered by those who meant you harm. Trust the divine process that has governed your life so far. Every challenge, every trial, and every detour has been filled with purpose. When doors closed, it wasn't to punish you, but to protect you from rooms filled with destruction. When people left your life, or you were forced to leave them behind, it was to make space for something greater. The hardship you faced wasn't senseless suffering. It was a refining fire, designed to prepare you for what lies ahead. Divine timing never errs. Every delay is aligned with your ultimate good. As you move forward, continue to trust in the unseen forces that have guided you. You've been carried through storms, shielded from hidden daggers, and spared from paths that would have led to ruin. This is no coincidence. Every step has been measured and every challenge purposeful. You are protected, chosen for something far beyond what others can grasp. Trust in that protection, for it will never fail you, and know that the road ahead is paved with the wisdom of divine timing. You've walked a path marked by challenges that would have broken many, yet here you stand, stronger than ever. This is not a small feat. It is a testament to your resilience, the kind of strength forged only through the most intense fires. Where others would have collapsed under the weight of trials, you have not only endured, you've risen. Your scars are not symbols of defeat, they are marks of survival, proof that you possess a fortitude unmatched. Every obstacle you faced has only added to your power, making you more than you ever were before. Your calling is distinct, and with it comes a level of challenge that not everyone is equipped to understand. Many will look at you and misunderstand your path, seeing only the surface without knowing the depths you've traversed. But this is not for them to understand. Your journey is uniquely yours, designed for you alone. The difficulties that come with it are not punishments, but tools of refinement. Not everyone can follow where you're going, and that's okay. You were never meant to blend in or be understood by the masses. The very essence of your calling sets you apart, and with that separation comes clarity. Only those with the vision to see beyond the surface will recognize the significance of your path. Your purpose is more profound than mere survival. It's about transformation and growth. You have been set apart for a reason, chosen to walk a road that requires more than most can give. Embracing this calling means accepting that others may not fully understand or appreciate it, but that doesn't diminish its value. The opinions of those who have never carried your burdens are irrelevant. You are living out a purpose so much larger than their limited perspectives, and in that, there is power. Your path, with all its twists and trials, is a testament to the divine assignment on your life. So, hold your head high and embrace the uniqueness of your journey. The struggles that once felt insurmountable were the very elements that shaped you into the force you are now. You are here because you were meant to be here, and no one else's opinion can change that. Your purpose is unfolding, and it is more valuable than anything those who haven't walked this road could ever comprehend. You are walking a path that is uniquely yours, one that demands both resilience and a deep recognition of the calling placed upon you. This journey, with all its challenges and triumphs, is not for the faint of heart. It is for those like you who have been chosen, who have endured what others could not, and who stand unwavering despite the trials. Embrace it fully. Understand that every setback, every test has been refining you, sharpening your purpose and fortifying your spirit. You are here not by chance but by design, and your story is one of strength that few can comprehend. Let there be no doubt. You have what it takes to stand firm in the face of adversity. Your resilience has already been proven time and again. The trials that tried to break you have only built you, and the obstacles you've overcome are now the very foundations of your strength. You are a force, uniquely crafted for this path, and nothing can diminish the power you hold. Your value isn't measured by anyone else's standards, but by the way you've risen time and again, no matter the weight of the world upon you. Now is the time to reflect on your journey. Take a moment to acknowledge what you've been through and share your experiences. Your story holds power, not just for yourself, but for others who may be walking a similar road. In this shared space, you will find community, strength, and a reminder that you are never alone in this. Your voice matters, and through it, others will find courage to continue on their own paths. So, share your story. Let others know what it means to be chosen, to stand tall in the midst of adversity, and to emerge stronger every time. Together we create a community of those who understand what it means to walk this path, and in that community, we find support, wisdom, and the affirmation that we are all equipped for the unique paths we're on. You are powerful, you are chosen, and your story is worth telling.